Hello, I am Saurav and this is my first tutorial in the series of web development. This series is targeted for beginners and aimed at taking them to intermediate level. In the series, we have various parts. We will be learning and using technologies like HTML, HTML5, CSS, CSS3, JavaScript, PHP, MySQL, and at the end of this series, we will be creating a fully functional website with your feedbacks. Estimated time of completion of this series is about 4 to 5 months. So those who are interested in learning web development will certainly be able to create their own web apps, and with time you will become the best programmer. How to make the most of this tutorial series? Always, I think I have mentioned, always follow the best practice. The way I will be using the codes are standards. Things can be done in so many different ways, but always follow the best practice. Google a bit after each tutorial. Google things that we will discuss so that you can come up with more and more questions rather than just being blank. Do your homework, trials and errors, and then again overcoming your errors and making things right is a preferable way to learn any programming language. No one can learn cooking just by reading the recipe book. You actually need to cook it and then taste it, and only then you can be certain that how much salt is required for one bowl of soup to taste best. Let's move on to our first part of tutorial, that is HTML. People often think that it is extremely difficult to make a website. That is not the case, buddy. Everyone can learn how to make a website. And if you follow this web development series, you will have made one in just a few hours. Tools you will need to start with HTML is a text editor and a browser. I will be using Notepad++ editor and Google Chrome as my browser, but I am not forcing you in any kind to use my preferred tool. You may use any text editor, either that be a simple Notepad or advanced editor like Dreamweaver, etc. And you can use your favorite browser. Your choice, buddy. Now, what is this HTML? HTML is a language of your web browser. For communicating with someone, you use a language, whether that be English or Hindi or French or whatever. The other person should understand that language you are using. Only then he can understand you. Otherwise, it will be just blah 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 for him. Similarly, browser understand a language of HTML, which is known as Hypertext Markup Language. That is mother tongue of your browser. So let's start talking with browser. In Notepad++ text editor, and I will be writing here my HTML codes, and here I go HTML. I will close the HTML tag with forward slash, and I have closed it. And now I will go on to write the header tag head. We'll close it with a forward slash, and here it goes. Close the head, and now I will go on to write the body. Anything in the body actually displays on your website, and here I have closed the body. And now I will write again in the head the title. The title is that which appears on the tab of your browser, and I have closed the title, and here it goes. This is the basic structure of your website. This is just the basic. Now I will go on to save it, and I have saved it on my desktop. I will give it my name, my first web page dot html. HTML pages is actually saved in the extension of .html or .htm. Please remember it. Now I will save it on the desktop, and there it goes, save. Now let's see how it appears on my browser. There it goes, yuppie, my first website. This is written on the browser, my first web page.html. This is the URL, and this is the blank stuff of the browser. Actually, I have done nothing in the codes still, so it is appearing blank. So I will close it, and let's just do some more stuff. In the title, I will write my awesome website. So let's just save it and look at it. And in my browser, there it goes, my awesome website. It is written in the tab. Actually, anything in the body will be displayed in the field, in the browser field. These are some of the important points that you should remember. HTML tags normally comes in pair with a start tag and an end tag. The tag ends with a forward slash. Except few tags, normally all tags follows this syntax. Anything in between the tag is known as HTML element. There are many tags we need to learn. We will discuss few of the most important tags in the tutorial. HTML tags are surrounded by angled bracket with greater than and less than sign, and in between there is HTML tag. This is a syntax of HTML language, and browser understands this language, and we have to talk with the browser in this language only. Otherwise browser will display some unwanted things. Anything in between the starting HTML tag and closing HTML tag describes a web page. Then the next point is, things that are in between starting body tag and end body tag is actually visible in browser. Whatever you write inside body will be the part of your visible element of website, and anything you write in the starting and closing head tag is actually not visible in the website. It is used to add functionality to your site or do some formatting. We will discuss about those later. Script and style is not the part of HTML tutorial, so we will skip it for now. But just remember that anything written in head section is actually invisible. And the most important point is, HTML file is saved with .html or .htm extension only. No other extension is supported. And whatever name you save your file, it has to be the extension of .html or .htm. Now let's proceed. Now I will write in the body that will be visible in the browser. I will start with h1, that is heading, in fact bigger size heading, and I will close it with a forward slash, and in between I will write my first heading. Now I will press enter and I will write P. P stands for paragraph, and I will close the P with a forward slash, and in between I will write my first paragraph. Now similarly I will do for h2. H2 is also a heading but with smaller size. H2, I will start the h2 and I will write my second heading, and I will then close the h2 with a forward slash, and again I will do the same for paragraph. P paragraph, I will start the P, I will write my second paragraph, and then I will close the paragraph. Now you can just see, I will magnify it for you. Now just see, I have started the H1 which is inside the body, and I have closed the H1. I have started the P and I have closed the P with a forward slash. I have started the H2 and I have closed the H2 with a forward slash. And then I did same for the second P. I have closed the P again, and just see it, check the code proper. Now I will save it and just look at the browser now. There it is, my first heading, my first paragraph, my second heading, my second paragraph. Now you can see the difference in the size of first heading and second heading, because that is H1 and the second heading is H2, which is smaller size heading. So you can do up to H6. H6 is the smallest. Now let me tell you that HTML ignores white space. Now what need to do if I have to write the second sentence in the second line. Suppose I want to write in the second line like this: in my name is Saurav. This is the second line. Now I will save it, and here it goes. Oops, my first paragraph, my name is Saurav, is in the same line because HTML ignores spacing. There should be some remedy for it. Oops. So I can do it like this. I will start a line break. Line break is the only tag, forward slash and br. This is the only tag which don't have starting and the ending bracket. It is the standalone. Now just let's save it and just check. My first paragraph, my name is Saurav, is in two different lines, and done it. And now just close it. So in this first tutorial we were introduced to HTML. We learned basic HTML structure with head and body. We also learned about some important tags like line break, paragraph, heading. I would like you guys to do some homework. Try the stuff that were talked about in this tutorial and come up with your doubts, if any. Further in the series, we will learn about some more important and interesting tags of HTML, and also will deal with creating basic website layout, creating web forms, tables, and similar stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe my channel. This is Saurav signing out for now. Thank you.